There's a very small, tiny group of Israelites on the earth today who express extreme hate for non-Israelite Gentiles, and it's obvious they don't know the Bible or history with primary Israelite sources. Ironically, these same individuals go to work, smile, laugh, and adore their white manager and white co-workers. These same individuals have non-Israelite wives and girlfriends, but claim to hate Gentiles. Let's take a look at real Hebrew Israelites from antiquity. Philo of Alexandria and Flavius Josephus stand as two of the most important first-century Hebrew Israelite witnesses to the world of the Torah, the temple, and everyday Jewish life under Roman rule. Modern historians, classicists, and biblical scholars consistently rely on their writings to reconstruct how Jews in the time of Christ understood their laws, customs, identity, and relationship with the nations around them. Living within that culture, not centuries removed from it, they had firsthand knowledge of how the commandments were practiced and how Israel interacted with non-Israelites. When we examine what these men wrote about Gentiles who left their nations to join themselves to the God of Israel and live under the Torah, we find a clear theme. Such people were to be welcomed, loved, respected, and embraced as part of the covenant community in accordance with the command to love the stranger as oneself. Philo, a primary source, says in his works on the virtues, section 20, let's read, how Philo said Israelites treated non-Israelite Gentiles. Moreover, after the lawgiver has established commandments respecting one's fellow countrymen, he proceeds to show that he looks upon strangers also as worthy of having their interests attended to by his laws, since they have forsaken their natural relations by blood and their native land and their national customs and the sacred temples of their gods and the worship and honor which they had been wont to pay to them, and have migrated with a holy migration, changing their abode of fabulous inventions for that of the certainty and clearness of truth and of the worship of the one true and living God. 103. Accordingly, he commands the men of his nation to love the strangers, not only as they love their friends and relations, but even as they love themselves, doing them all the good possible, both in body and soul. And as to their feelings, sympathizing with them both in sorrow and in joy, so as to appear all one creature, though the parts are divided. Mutual fellowship, uniting the whole and rendering it compact and coherent. 104. There is no need of my saying anything about meats and drinks and garments and all the other matters which relate to the usual way of living and to the necessary requirements of life, which the law enjoins that the foreigners shall receive from the natives of the land. For all these things follow the one